Oh, it's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and jail to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary, 'cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road.
Has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid.
But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee. A fwit-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Adventures waiting further down the road.
Let's go!
Good evening, adventurers and space folk. Welcome back to another night of whatever the heck it is we do here on Nat 21 Adventures. Tonight is our finale, our final encounter, our do they live or do they die moment for our adventurers. Again, we're playing Coriolis, the Third Horizon, and this is The Dying Ship. Part 4, the final encounter. So before we get our players on screen, let's go ahead and show this revised Nat 21 being the footage. Right. Whew, that's got me pumped, ready for this. So let's go ahead and get our players in. First off, we have Jeff. Welcome in, Jeff. Who are you?
I am Malik Al Nadir, former Legionnaire and captain of the Crimson Dawn. Well, it's been a little while now. We've regained control of the ship. We've changed its course so we're no longer going to run into the asteroid belt. We've rescued all the surviving crew members. We've put down the mercenaries that we ran into on Coriolis that boarded the ship. Something tells me we just burned through a lot of karma we may need.
Huh. I mean, if one believes in that sort of thing, I mean, you've got the icons, right? Oh, wait, you're a Legionnaire. All right, next up, we have Dana.
Hi, I'm Zar Uraka, the gunner on the Crimson Dawn. Just survived a very, very, very close call in our skirmish, if you want to call it that, with mercs who were impersonating us back when we started this whole mission, disaster, whatever you want to call it. Not sure we're actually going to make it out of this one. The minute you add Ginny to anything, didn't think that was something we would ever actually come across, and yet there's been some really weird stuff happening.
Yeah, and I hear you've been complaining that the ship didn't have a Jinn on board sign in the window, huh?
Yeah, we really should have been warned.
All right, next up we have Z.
Hello, everybody. I'm Z, and I play Hannah Solachi. Also a former Legionnaire. I am the pilot for the Crimson Dawn. As the captain said, so far, we've managed to tick off almost all the boxes for this mission / disaster. I think I've talked our employer into 2 raises at this point. I'm going to see if we can push that a little more because we were definitely not told 3. 3 is a 3. We were definitely not told about the danger on board this ship, but we have a semblance of a plan. And one way or another, at the end of the day, we either destroy the genie or destroy the ship. Hopefully, not ourselves in the process.
Well, one can certainly hope. And rounding out the crew, we have none other than the great wizarded one, Team the Orange.
Hi there, Al Arda. Didn't see you there. I'm Timotheus the Orange, armchair wizard. And today I'll be playing Adam Al-Mahad, the heart and soul of the Crimson Dawn, and as well as best friend of the ship's AI, and Chad the Chud.
Chad the Chud.
Chad the Chud. Malik, Captain, told us that it was originally a computer helping utility droid, and I misinterpreted it as the computer handled android dude.
Yep.
That
So our
tracks.
engineering department is firing on all thrusters.
Yeah, and speaking of Chad, it appears Chad is now actually working.
Fully operational.
Hopefully heading this way with needed supplies.
Yeah, mayhaps, but let's go ahead and let's get ourselves ready to get started. But first off, there is something that I must do as a game master. So give me a quick second and let me click a couple buttons here, because that.
No.
Tingles
Lucky
me.
13.
Mufasa.
Only good things from here.
Well, there's going to be
And,
good.
Adam, our
Yeah, the
Swifties.
good things is for the chat. They get to watch whatever it is we're about to do.
Crash and burn.
You know, it's funny you should mention. No, never mind. Never mind. All right, so last episode we left off where everybody had just finished an encounter with some mercenaries who are lying about in various stages of life and death.
I think we kicked them all out the.
Yeah, I think they're all in
Mhm.
various stages of death now.
I'm pretty sure they're
There's
flopping.
a couple that aren't quite dead just yet, but they're
They
on
will
their
be.
way out the door.
They will be.
Y'all gave me assistance in vacuum sealing that hatch.
And not too long after y'all had finished off the last mercenary into a fatal status, you had experienced another one of those cold shivers.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Everyone had failed their role by the touch of the dark and has suffered 2 injury to your mind points.
Great.
And it's upon that moment of everyone suffering 2 mind points of damage that we resume our regularly scheduled finale.
So I want to start with 2 things. One, I want to buck up the crew again using my command skill to try and repair one of those mind points.
Cheer up, Charlie.
And 2, I want to make sure that the rest of the crew goes through all the mercs' armor and weapons and maybe upgrades their gear a little bit because we were a little light in the. Even though we survived, we were a little light in both the arms and armor section.
Yeah, the gunners should definitely have some decent armor.
Yeah.
And a bigger gun.
And Zara, if you take some of their mag boots and you put them on your hands, you'll be able to maneuver a whole lot better.
Adam, that's not how that works.
Like
Adam, why don't you go see if
She
Chad
will
is
lose her opposable
getting
show.
cold?
Yeah. I need to be able to shoot. You can't do that with boots.
Oh, challenge accepted. That's what I saw.
You can't or won't. Big difference.
I tell you what, when we get back to our ship, you can modify a pair of mag boots for me.
Mag mittens.
Mag mittens.
There you go.
Yeah, I hear someone really likes being told they can't do something, huh?
It's my favorite thing to be told before I do it.
Oh, I hate it.
All right, so Captain, you want to go ahead and try to help folks recover a mind point? We'll need that command roll, and let's see how many 6s you can get to spread out to the crew.
Uno.
Who needs it?
So that is 1. Unless you wish to pray to an icon.
How's everybody actually doing?
Well, how many mind points do we?
You can see that dilemma is like, oh, I want to help my crew, but
I'm
see
down 4 out of 7.
I'm down 2 out of 5. Down to 2 out of 5.
Praying to the icons.
I have 2 mind points left.
Praying to the icon. You heard it here, folks. The Legionnaires praying to the icon, which means
Wow.
It means it's
One
getting
more-
real.
One more is for a total of 2.
All right. So 2 who need it most can each restore 1.
Needs it or wants it? Because I'm guessing Adam is like, yeah.
Actually, Adam has the most.
You still have the most
with out of all of
the
you
most with
because
it?
he starts off with 8 and he passed the first time around.
Does
Oh,
anybody have
What do you
less
get
than,
for being
anybody
already?
have less than 3? Okay, you take 1.
Thank you,
Anybody have
sir.
less than 4?
Less than 4. I have, yes, I have 3 left.
You can do you and I are tied, but you can take mine.
I feel like you should. You're in charge. You should take it.
Okay.
Can you take your own?
What? I'll fake sanity.
Yeah,
It's fine.
because I'm so encouraged by the rest of the crew being bucked up that it.
Yeah, it bugged you up. We all
I'm a great leader.
smiled at you like we were.
Got the thumbs up.
Captain's got this.
Yeah, Captain.
That's exactly what the crew of this place said before all this happened. Was that the captain has it under control? So I think they were right.
But by the way, I also got us a second ship.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have a second
Is
ship.
that from you? You shouldn't have.
What are the tow rules for a second?
Let's see if we survive first.
Okay.
6 on my left foot.
I just don't remember if I brought the tow hook.
We got Chad.
We got Chad. He can be a tow hook.
So rifling through the pile of weapons and armor from our former doppelgangers.
Yeah, did we get
What do we
anything
find?
good?
Okay, so as you guys are going through, everyone's a little stressed and unwinding stuff. So Lieutenant Remora has an accelerator pistol,
Same.
personal communicator, 2 M doses, and heavy armor 8.
Heavy armor.
Heavy. Yeah.
Otherwise,
Heavy 0G.
Yeah, their armor is a bit beat up.
yeah.
The 3 mercenaries.
Is it a personal communicator?
Yep, personal communicator.
I'll take that because right now I only have the giant. You have to set it down and lock it to something and communicate with a planet.
Yeah, and let's
Well,
bring
we all have headsets from the ship.
Yeah,
So
I just whatever. I'd throw it in the junk room when we ditch what's his name, our employer, and we can go back to using the spare bedroom for what it was intended. Bulk storage.
yeah, closet.
Chad
The
probably
3
didn't do that
mercenaries,
fuzzy.
which 2 are still kind of not fully dead yet. They've still got
Bang.
pulse left.
Bang.
Are they
Who wants the
unconscious?
M doses?
Now they're dead.
Who wants M doses?
They each
sorry.
have
Turn them around.
smoke grenades, 2 M doses each, so that's a total of 8 M doses that are available to loot.
Okay,
And the 3 mercenaries have light armor, which has a rating of 6. They are vacuum suits.
So they're very
They
clean.
sound much better than exos.
I will take a vacuum suit. Can I strip now? Can I strip now?
Sure. And those suits are equivalent to my heavy armor, so
I guess that would be a roll agility, Hannah.
Chad, come in, play our playlist.
Just straight up agility. Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
0G.
1, 2, 3.
Thank the dancer.
Oh, the burr is flying all over the place.
But I want to be like, she's not even like aware, right? She's just trying to get out of the suit that she doesn't really like and like finds clunky.
Doing
It's
an
just,
accidental Sailor Moon transition.
yeah, exactly.
Love it. Love it.
I will take one of those other suits.
Alrighty.
I'm fully stunted in that portion of my brain, and I'm still into this. This is great.
okay, can I switch out? I don't know what the condition is. Can I switch out my heavy armor for Lieutenant's heavy armor, as hers seems to be better than mine?
Sure.
Okay.
I get just as excited and hyped over you changing. Like, yeah, Captain, get it. Shake what the icons gave you.
And just depending on who had the bet, boxers, not briefs.
Damn it, I lost that one.
I think
And
they were going Legionnaire.
It's flamingos, isn't it? But it's flamingos. I was right about that.
Yes, but they're red flamingos.
Red flamingos.
Man,
Okay,
I pegged you for tidy
holiday.
whities.
Sorry.
All right. So, let's see. The 3 mercenaries also had Vulcan carbines.
Everyone grab one of those.
Ooh, I don't have
Right.
one. Yay!
All right. So we know that for sure that Malik, Zara, and Hannah have stated they have decked out into some new armor.
Just out of curiosity, moving my gear from the old armor to new armor on my harness, do I find any grenades?
Is it just the smoke grenades, right?
Yeah, there's smoke grenades.
But that's it.
Yeah, that's the only extra stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
smoke grenades, personal communicators.
No. Do I find any grenades? You know, that I may have misplaced last episode?
Oh, right.
Okay.
Like, do we know how to use them yet?
Well, depending on who and what you're facing, they may not do anything anymore.
Oh, right. We got a non-human.
Where is that? Okay. Yep.
I used up the only dry ice grenade for when Hannah was stripping.
Sir.
Right.
Just
Adam, are you putting on this new fancy armor that's been found?
No, I'm checking to see if everyone's really dead so that I can interrogate him, and then whining because he did kill them all. I wanted to interrogate him, a little bit of torture.
I guess you could still. You're just not going to get anything out of them, but ask away, I guess.
Adam, is Chad almost here?
I don't know. I tried to get him to play our playlist for when we practice dancing, but it just...
He's
I haven't heard
incommunicado.
anything from him since before the encounter, which was... That's 5 minutes ago.
Should somebody go check?
Or
Wait, can we
somebody-
still see? We can still see through some of the cameras on the ship, right? But we'd have to be back up on in the main deck.
It was
We
like, I have
control
some of it
everything.
in
We
my
should be able to
tablet.
bring stuff up on the tablets, right?
Can we?
Can
we
I?
pull up-
If you wanted to access into the ship's systems and sensors, you would have to be up at the bridge.
Okay. Yeah, because right now everything is kinky.
Yeah, given the fact that everything is all everyone's still like floaty.
Well, only because we have the engineer's tablet.
Oh yeah, but it still wasn't like talking to
This
the.
tablet can't do that sort of stuff.
Okay.
But we're not far. I can get up there real quick and take a peek.
Well,
Yeah,
at that
it's
point, we might as well
around
send
upstairs.
1 or 2 people to go see if they can actually find Chad.
Oh, it's in the party.
Adam, do you want to go with me and see if we can find Chad?
I think this is a bad idea if we're not all together, but I will feel less bad if we hold hands while we float up.
Okay.
Buddy
Better?
system necessary.
Do not go past the workshop.
Do not go past the workshop. Got it. Oh, and check the workshop for anything we can use as explosives.
Other burners, other flammable objects,
Yeah.
flamethrowers, you know.
Well,
There's no flamethrowers on our soon-to-be deceased friends.
Cole
nothing at all?
would be able to tell us anything like that.
Nope.
What did
Well,
they
they
blow
had
the
it.
door with?
God.
Thermite in a tube.
Hmm.
I'll take it.
It comes in a tube now?
It does in CP 2020.
They
You
think
know,
of everything.
birthday candles, anything that burns.
Right.
All right.
Birthday candles.
Flares, thermal flares. Ooh.
Flares. Okay.
Thermal flares.
Anything that makes fire. Got it. Makes combustion.
Wait, how far are we from our ship? And then we're going the opposite way. Or we're going towards the ships.
We're going
But
towards
it's
our
not-
ship.
Yeah.
We're staying right here on the bow at the entrance to the hallway to the workshop, and you're gonna run basically just right to the workshop. See if you
Stern
find
way.
Chad, grab your stuff there, and come back to us.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's see. Let's go and we'll see if we run into Chad.
Alrighty then.
Just like the day we met.
So let's see here. So we got folks that are going back down towards the workshop, huh?
Yes.
All right, so
One of us is armed. One of us is crazy.
That's right. Click on my my M-dose injector.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so
Oh wait, Zara, did you take any more physical damage that you could be healed from?
Say that again, because you broke up on me.
If you have any physical damage to yourself, I'm more than able to perform some medicogy on you.
That would be awesome, considering I was concussed and I'm down a few hit points.
you also can do metacurgy on yourself, if that's.
Oh, that's right, I can.
But it's
Yes, because you also have that.
Having a meal cooked for you.
I feel
Actually,
like
I
a
believe you
concussion
are
is
a
something
skill.
someone outside oneself should do.
Yeah, I've literally been concussed before and tried to do things, and it didn't go well in real life.
Depends if things are going clockwise or counterclockwise.
Well, I got the ballistic M injector because I know how Zara is about people touching. She's very much not into tactile. So I aim it about 6 inches away, and just.
God, I hope your icons above. I hope your aim is better than mine.
I try to make aim not that much of a deal because this is a good thing if I hit your center mass.
All right. Well,
so I forget what an M dose exactly heals
it's
you.
a plus to a medical roll, or is it actually? It doesn't actually heal points, does it? Hold on.
All right, it gives +1 to the metacurgy, for which I have a point in. He
has a ballistic M injector.
Right, but the M injection gives you a +1 die to a medical roll.
So one in metacurgy, 4 in empathy, so that's 5.
So you would get 6.
+1 for
First,
M
he
dose.
has to roll ranged combat.
Because she's up against her next seal and pull the trigger.
Actually, that gives me an additional 1. I have 1 better in ranged combat than I do in metacurgy.
She's not dodging. Just
And then I'll take the -1 because I am a little bit leveled out on Arish.
That's right.
Oh, leveled out.
6.
Great. He's high. I'm concussed. Rare word I won't say on this channel.
Oh, he did it. He got it. He hit you.
Nice.
Yay! To be fair, I think we're allowed to say it once per show.
I want to save it for when the
delayed duck.
Yeah.
You don't like the that updated graphic at the end of the
No, I didn't.
I couldn't see anything over the glare of the red coming through the window.
I'm just saying that better not have been my ship.
Well, okay. All right, so we hit. So now we get the metacurgy roll.
So I'll take 1 away from that. No, that was just. So it'll be the same because we add 2 with my empathy on it. Right. I actually didn't get any 6s on the metacurgy roll part of it.
How many did you roll?
I rolled 6. I rolled 6 dice, and none of them turned up a 6.
Would you like some of the 3 6s that I made for stripping? Because I feel like that's a wasted perfect roll. Quite frankly,
pass those along.
You know what? At this point, I really think that the icons are in your corner.
Would she heal 1 for every 6 that I got? Is that how that works? If so, it's kind of worth it to create the icons for this one. Try again. I have multiple doses.
Add a character at this point. What difference does it make?
Yeah, it really doesn't make a difference.
We're at a 41.
Do you wish to play to the icons?
No, I'm not going to trigger the icons. I'm going to reload my M injector and be like, sorry, that one hit a bone. And I'm going to fire again.
No, because it's not the M dose that was the problem.
He doesn't know that. Does Adam know that?
The Metacoji part of it, if it's just not going in, I'll just reload it. And then it's just one more. I'm not doing damage by failing the Metacoji part of it. So just hold still. It isn't your fault this time. You were moving.
I can't stay any more still.
All right, that's two successes on the ranged combat.
Okay.
Just like last time. Now, are you gonna let me heal you? You have to let it happen. It can't just happen for you. That is 3 6s out of the 6 that I had rolled. So
Critical
there you
success
go.
on the
You're as
healing.
good a doctor as I am a stripper. Good job.
Yeah, and so with that critical success, somehow that M dose double shot and delivered you a double dose with the one that finally decided to plunge in its healing perks.
Thank you, Adam. Never thought of
This one just took a while before.
So how many does she heal?
Yeah.
Let's see.
How many damage had you taken?
I had taken 2.
So all the way.
You get all of your physical damage is healed.
Awesome. Well, the brain's broken. I mean, after all this, we're all going to need therapy.
Take an additional MP for dealing with me. Now let's go meet up Chad. Let's go meet up with Chad.
All right.
And pick up some thermite in a tube these days. I take it at powder out of the box like a chump.
Captain, before they leave, do we want to set a time limit for how long we can expect them to be gone before we go after them?
Theory, we can watch them.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
I'm standing in the hatch of the bow.
Oh, that's true.
Down the hall at the workshop, however far away it is down there. They're going down the hall.
And we'll be on comms.
It's a long hallway.
Cold because he's in
the elevator to get back and forth takes 2 minutes.
The elevator to get back and forth.
There was an elevator?
Yeah, we walked.
You couldn't see the elevator the first time around because everything was dark and the systems weren't active on the aft side.
I don't know that I trust
elevators
now.
A and elevator B. It's a long ship.
But don't we all have Iron Man thrusters that we could just?
Yeah, we have a hand jet.
We had him on the ship, so we brought him with us, as far as I know.
So you're thinking you and I, we just turn, we face the front of the ship, we kick off, and fire our hand jets.
Yeah, because part of the problem is we also have the other 3 or 4 crew people and our employer.
Yeah.
You know, all of us going down and all of us coming back may be an issue.
Yeah,
so, you know, we're going to wait here. We can, yes, you may get small, but we can see you and we can talk to you.
Yeah. I like this idea of pushing off and using our hand jets to get propulsion.
Yeah, have Kolb with his exo loader do a big O push, and we go forward, and then
you just want to do that. You want to do the dive.
You go for Iron Man.
Go for Iron Man. All right.
Yeah, I don't like elevators, especially when they take me sideways.
Well, we walked last time, so this time you're kind of floating.
I'm not just
but with momentum, I hope.
With momentum, so you should actually be quicker.
You have a Naruto run off the ground?
Yes, so we Naruto run, kick off, and then blast with a hand jet. And we should. That physics totally makes sense to me.
You guys can. I also give you one of the extra lines I brought and hook one end to each of you. So.
Oh, we're going to be attached to each other?
Yes.
All right. I have my exit buddy.
Yeah, it seems the captain learned his lesson that one time that Adam went for a spacewalk and stepped out into nothing. He forgot that the ground is not straight in front, but 90
Out.
degrees from the
It
door.
wasn't so much that I learned my lesson as I taught him my lesson.
I got excellent. I got 0G training that day.
That
the hard
day.
way.
Yeah.
I got a certificate from the School of Hard Knocks. He wrote it. He wrote it physically.
He wrote it. He wrote the
He
lesson
said, "Here's your
plan.
sign."
It's on the back of his hand. It's still there.
All right, so
Let's go,
we've
Stephen.
got Adam and Hannah heading back down towards the workshop. Right?
Flying.
Meanwhile, Malik, Zara, and our other NPCs are all hanging out.
Just
Up
Ada
in
and
the
Colby,
corner.
right?
Our assorted esteemed guests.
We're basically at the end of the corridor from the workshop at the hatch to the cruise quarters.
Alrighty, let's see. All right, so they're going down. It's going to take them a while to get down there. Between 0Gs and the fact that it is a big ass ship.
We should be going pretty fast because we're not walking.
It still takes you a while to get
I
down.
mean, I get that it's going to take us a while, but yeah, I don't
The
think
Yeah.
ship is going at a massive
Yeah.
velocity, and
Yeah.
even though we're inside of the space of it, I think we're going the opposite way. It's like when you jump up in a car and you go back a little bit each time.
So we're doing zoop. Zoop.
Yeah, if you jump up and stay still, and the ship will just move around you.
Right, it just moves around us. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because that's totally how science works.
I just like using
Really
it.
special relativity.
Are you going like totally Iron Man like stomach down? Because I feel like I went like this way so that my hand jet, like I fire my hand jet this way, so I'm actually like back.
Yeah, I definitely need to buddy hold hands that time. So we kind of
Well, that way because one of your hands we have to time when to use the hand jets.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Otherwise, we'll suddenly slam into a wall.
So is it 1, 2, 3, fire the jet, or
Yes, 1, 2, 3,
fire on
fire
3?
the jet.
Yeah, okay.
So I
Go
want.
on 3.
I can't do anything and count at the same time, so it has to be after 3.
I want dexterity checks on the both of you.
Ooh, do you? Dost
That's-
thou?
That's fine.
Says the person who's not level-headed. The person who's not level-headed, they're fine.
2 successes.
1. And it's a 6, baby. That's my 1 success.
Together, we are critical.
I watched that Sailor Moon transformation, and I was inspired, and my grace just shot through the roof.
Yep. So all right, you have Zara Hannah has no problems remembering how to use a hand fan and 0G for flying down. Adam, meanwhile, is trying to find the power button. He's holding it. Figures. He's like, oh yeah, wait a minute. This is the power button here. He pushes it. He goes spinning around and around for a second. Oh, yep, okay. And then he points it in the right direction, and then off he goes chasing after Hannah down the.
We're attached.
The first button, house music starts playing. All right, yeah, feels good.
Oh, I think you found your playlist.
All right, since
now
we're attached, he activates it seconds before the end of the line reaches tightness to jerk one or the both of you back towards each other like a reverse Chinese finger trap.
Oh, Lord.
All right, so y'all heading on there. Meanwhile, Malik and Zara are just hanging out.
I mean, I'm
watching the time go by.
I'm basically I'm in the doorway on Overwatch, both
Mm-hmm.
this way and that way. We're kind of milling around, but keeping an eye on the door for the observatory and obviously their progress.
All right, time is ticking by, and you hear a couple of dull thuds from outside the ship. From just a couple small stray asteroids from the meteor field making contact with the side of the ship. Nothing too dangerous for these ones here right now. But it's just a reminder that you're still in a very much dangerous environment right now.
Time is ticking.
And nobody's at the helm.
Oh, yes, the time is certainly still ticking away.
All right. Are we there
It
yet?
doesn't long because I thought I helped us repulse ourselves away from.
Yeah, we're going away from the. So there may be a scattered one or two, but we're no longer heading for the.
That's why they're just
asteroids.
As long as it's tangential and not a sign.
right. I did not turn us back into the. I've turned us away from death and the big plinks. We're kind of heading out into empty space.
Good. As long as we're in the outer whites of the eye and not in the
yes,
pupil
not in the
of a new bar.
Yep. All right. So it's been about 5 minutes or so. You guys are flying down the hallway, and you make your way down back towards the workshop.
Oh,
Do a spot check on my vacuum seal job. Make sure it's all right as we pass.
Well, you was able to keep going right on down the hallway, so it appears that everything's going good. Otherwise, you'd have all sorts of doors closed and air rushing out.
That's true.
I tuck up to slow down just before we're reaching the workshop and grab whatever's on the wall to halt so that we can approach the room not at speed.
Well, you can just turn your jet forward and break yourself.
I could.
I could.
Whichever, because I don't know, does the wall have little hand grips? What seems the easiest? I just want to fire this some more.
Slow yourself down. Grab.
Got it.
Ow!
Oh, is that?
That was Adam.
Ow!
How'd you manage with no gravity? Roll on the floor.
I can make my own velocity.
Impressive. All right, remember, we're here to find Chad. We're here to find explosives, flammables, and things to take them back in. Focus.
Let's do it. Let's make some checks. Let's find some things.
Do some checks and find some things. What is that?
I'm upset that I didn't find
Observation.
any substances when we went through the lockers, so I'm extra vigilant for things that can light on fire.
This is just a straight observation roll, right?
Yep, this would be observation rolls.
Okay.
While you guys are doing that, and
-1 on that for 3.
Oh, that's a lot of.
and meanwhile, let's see, where is?
That's loud.
When you guys are doing your searches, jumping back up to the front of the ship, I'm gonna spend a point, and Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
You've been quite stressed and rattled with the events of the last 25 minutes or so here. And while you're there hanging out, waiting with the captain, you remember what you've just recently stuffed into your suit from the crew quarters.
Mm-hmm.
I have darkness points. I can use them. I'm forcing your hand.
So while we're standing there waiting, I take the baggie out of my pocket.
Observation to see if I notice this.
I want it to happen when
You're
you're telling an old
focused
story.
watching them down. You're focused watching
You're
your
going over
companions coming down the hallway there. She's standing behind you.
I kind of bounce the baggie in my hand a few times. It's not like I can smoke it or burn it at the moment. Got no real way to inject it.
Just stare at it.
In the medical
Yeah,
field, we call
know
it.
I'm very
what you think
focused
of.
on
I
it at the
mean,
moment.
I don't know.
Don't know that that's gonna work, Cap.
Lick it.
Uh,
Yeah, maybe it works like
yeah.
too.
Takes open the baggie,
Make an insufflation roll.
inhale a little bit, kind of lick my thumb, press it against the opor, press it against my tongue.
Anything?
It's kind of like a little, just a little hit, just a little something. I just want to taste a little bit right now. Can't wait till we get back to the ship and I can just burn a plate.
That's what you. It's not a bowl. It's a plate.
Like, we don't have bowls. I don't know what you.
Yeah, just a small.
I did
line.
my research, Adam.
A small line.
All right, and jumping back down to the workshop.
Okay, all right.
How
All
are
right,
those
I-
observation
Two
rolls?
successes. Two
I
successes.
still in a sense
for
of single.
What did you have, Adam?
Oh, in the observation roll, I got no successes, but I'd love to try again.
Are you praying to the icons?
I'm gonna pray the icons to see if I'm so upset. I haven't found anything. Whatever Zara got earlier, that looked like some primo stuff, but I'm not a knock.
So you would be praying to the gambler. The gambler is responsible for observation.
I know when to hold them, I know when to fold them, and I got 2 successes on this next one.
All right. That also means that I get to do this again.
Oh, we need a sound effect.
We need a.
All right. So you got some limited successes each. You're each able to find some stuff that you could probably, between the pair of you, both techie type folks, to cobble together some sort of flamethrower of sorts.
Yeah.
Where the hell is Chad?
Yeah, where is Chad?
That's what I was really looking for. Always searching for friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have figured he would have showed up by now. I'm just gonna go a little bit further down the hallway just to look. Just keep an eye out for me, okay?
So you're now going to go on to into the other hallway.
Just a peek. Just a little bit in to peek.
Captain said we
I'm
should.
still attached. I'm still attached to Adam. So like I can't go far.
Right, and the tether's there too.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's see. You look down and you don't see anything right now.
I don't see your robot.
Open your portcullis and yell for him.
Wait, did it transfer when I changed armor?
No, you have real armor now.
It's a universal bathysphere helmet. It's a
Is there still like a
UBH.
fish that periodically just comes by?
You pull the little squeegee off the side and squeegee the.
Yeah.
That's the translation unit inside the UBH. It's the babelfish.
I don't see Chad. I don't, and you can't get in contact with him at all.
His radio has been fuzzy, and it's not the same kind of fuzzy that he makes it when he's pulling a prank. I can tell because he really thinks it's funny. So he wouldn't be saying bro. He'd be going and he's not. So
Yeah.
he
All
is backed up. So if we have to find him a new body, I'll use my cut of it after taking your cut and Captain's cut out of my cut.
Right. I get 2 of your cuts now.
After they've been gone for a couple of minutes, I'll get on the comms and.
I was literally going to get on the cups. Hey, we talked to each other at the same time, and it's a whole.
All right. How's it going, guys? You find Chad? You find anything in the workshop?
Found some things in the workshop. We were able to cobble together something that might work as a flamethrower, but still haven't had no sign of him whatsoever.
Well, make sure you grab anything else that's flammable.
Eat. Do we see any cloth? Wood?
Fluids, cleaner, spray cleaner,
Yeah.
flares.
I want things, to set on fire and then stuff to sustain fire. Yeah.
Yes.
You find a tube.
Hazardous. A tube. Like, please say thermite. Please say thermite.
Yes, you find a thermite tube.
That's real thermite.
Thermite tube. No, don't. No, it's not for dentures.
It's cherry.
What? No, I don't.
Cherry flavored thermite's amazing.
Why would they flavor thermite?
It dissolves what's in between your teeth.
And if they
We
did
don't have
flavor
time
it,
to
wouldn't
pause.
it be something
All right.
like
Get
Fireball?
back here. Get back here as quickly as you can.
All
We'll
right.
just have to work with what we have.
All right. We bring our thermite in a tube and all the stuff that our hazardous materials, things that catch fire, and our janky flamethrower. And all the way back, 5 minutes back, we're discussing all the flavors that thermite in a tube could be.
Instead of a flamethrower, can it be something that literally lobs the flaming? Can it be a fire puncher? Can it punch fire out?
Punch fire?
Oh, no, it can't. All right.
There's only one of those, and he is running this thing.
If Adam's on fire and can grapple this thing,
does that count?
Yeah.
I won't be a fire puncher. Technically, I'll be a fighter mixed martial artist, which is many steps below.
Yeah, but with the thermite in your teeth, you should be all set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we set you on fire at your feet, we'll have time to stand back from the blast.
That's a really good point. We say as we're.
Yeah.
That's the sound mine make.
I mean, Adam's hair product alone might be enough.
Yeah, I just want to point out that we were loaded down with flammable objects, hazardous materials, a flamethrower we have cobbled together, a thermite in a tube, and flying down a hallway using hand jets.
While I have all sorts of darkness points.
It's true.
Just remember one little thing. While he does have a lot of darkness points, your jets are not actually flame.
That's true. Just don't hit the tube of thermite.
It's just little graviton chuckers.
Smacking it would be
compressed air.
Oh.
Ooh.
So they're about halfway back, and you hear a couple of beeps and the cycling of the other airlock on the other side of the bow of the ship.
So they blew up the port one, and that's sealed. And now it sounds like the starboard one's opening.
The one where we're attached?
Yep.
Oh, I hope it's Chad. I hope it's Chad. Please be Chad. It's not going to be Chad.
No. Hold on. The stern one or the bow one?
If it's bow, we'd be speeding up.
It's the bow one.
It's bow, so that's not where we're stern.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, we attached
They came in on the stern. They came in on the bow. This is the other bow one.
Correct.
Oh, this is on the other side.
Starboard.
Okay.
I'm taking cover and going to Overwatch on the hatchway.
I take cover while I try to hurriedly shove the baggie into my pocket again.
Yeah. And at this point, I think the captain may have actually finally noticed something going on with you. The door finishes cycling, and dudes, bros, I made it.
Why do you
came
come
in the
this
other
way?
side?
Yeah.
Look,
He came around.
Come here. Come here.
I came
Come
the
here.
quickest way possible. I
That's
don't
great.
breathe, so
You're
I just
perfect.
walked outside
Come
the
here.
ship.
Come here.
It's brilliant.
Are we there yet? Are we still flying?
No, we're flying at a much faster
Adam.
velocity.
Adam,
I'm not there yet.
no, I'm on comms.
Oh,
I
Captain.
found Chud. He's here with us. He went he took a shortcut.
He found Chad.
So hurry up back and we'll see what we have.
Aye,
Now, when Chud comes in, is he like, first of all, is he whole and is he carrying stuff?
I pictured the Chad Chud looking like episode 1 3PO.
Yeah.
Okay.
Skeleton and wires, no
Yeah.
skin.
Yep.
Skin is superficial.
And you can see dried remnants of foam as if someone set him on fire and put him out.
Great.
Is he carrying anything?
He's got a handful of things. He's like, hey, dudes, I got the stuff from the ship. You asked for the stuff, I brought the stuff.
What stuff
Hey,
did you bring?
Fine.
Great. Just put it down right there for right now.
Puts it on a
Kerplunk.
tile.
Drops everything with a loud thud.
Did we ask him to bring all the icons from the chapel? I can't remember if we said that or
No,
not.
just booze.
Alcohol, flame.
Oh, that's right. Booze, alcohol. That's right.
Cutters, stuff to make flamethrowers, that kind of stuff.
Did Chad just drop glass?
In 0G?
There's no glass in space.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. 0G. It's not dropping.
No glass in space.
But it was still a loud thud.
It banged off his knee.
There was some momentum with some of the stuff that he dropped.
Did the
There's
airlock
no
close
glass
behind
bottles
him?
allowed on spaceships.
Did the airlock close behind him?
Yes.
All right. We're slowing down. Let's let's not lose momentum.
Flip around. And then you do the thing anyway.
Full knuckles chaotix. 32x.
All right, let's see. I need. Yes. All right.
I just thought, what if this gin is made of like water or ice? Did we ever? Never mind. It's probably not a problem.
I thought you were the one who. Okay.
I'm not one to think about what might go wrong.
So, outside the main storyline, do I know about Zarda's background? Or
No, unless there's been an opportunity for you to learn anything about her. No.
I
Do
mean,
you know
we've
what
been
Space
traveling together.
Narcotics
for a while.
Anonymous coins look like?
You'd at least know that I was a combat vet. A little bit of PTSD might be normal.
more that may have had any issues
Mm.
with outside stimulants or something.
I've been keeping it pretty quiet in my quarters.
Okay. All right. So I may have think that I saw something, but with nothing to judge it against. It's kind of like, okay, I'm keeping an eye on you, but that's it.
There's a lot going on right now. Yes.
There, no doubt.
You can see a face of it through the new armor. You'll see a lot of.
She's starting to look a little bit like Adam.
That's weird.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna burn a couple of darkness points, and I'm gonna have another small little flurry of asteroids is gonna come up, and it's gonna hit the engine just so that the one side is now spurting a little bit weaker than the other,
Crap.
meaning
We're listing.
there's a
No, we're
little bit of a
slowly.
turn in your navigation again now.
But considering how long it took us to turn in the first place under power, I assume we can estimate that we have some time before we're going 180 degrees back in their direction.
I mean, it wasn't really all that long ago that you made that initial turn.
Right.
But you know, this is space.
Do you want me to go up and reset just in case?
And the clock is still ticking.
Let's all
Oh,
move
yeah,
up
the
to
bridge is right
order.
there. We should go back, check the bridge real quick, make sure we're on a course away, and see if we can spot any approaching asteroids. In the meantime, anybody else here can, because we have some other tech type people, I
Right,
believe, start putting together some more weapons.
Yay.
We should all go together with what we have up to the bridge. Not to disobey your orders, Captain, but if we're on such a time crunch, I'm confident in this this incendiary propulsion device and all the things that we've made so far. Chad, we can play patty cake as much as you like.
I'm not sure I want to make the bridge our final stand. I don't want to be backed in a corner.
No, we're gonna have to go find this thing, and we still have more out of character. Chad didn't build stuff; he just brought it with him. Correct?
Yeah, it still needs to be built.
We still need to put more
All right.
stuff together.
Let me make those tech checks then.
Yeah, and Hannah, why don't you, with one or two of us, go and make sure we're not about to, smack into the middle of an asteroid with a big lizard thing in it.
I'll go with her.
Okay.
So who's going to be starting to make their way up?
Hannah and Zara are going to the bridge. The rest of us are watching out and or building more weapons.
I detach myself from Atom and I attach myself to Zara.
Alrighty. So, let's see. We're going to, as you guys are making your way back up. See someone shaking their head.
Don't like that giggle. Don't like that.
Just keep your eye in the top right corner.
Uh-huh.
A large meteoroid makes impact with the ship.
Bam!
This time, it is a much larger and distinct smash crash into the ship. One section has now been destroyed with complete decompression. That just happened to the bridge. You can hear security alarms, vacuum rushing as security doors are sealing up ahead of you. Clang, clang, clang.
Captain, we've lost the bridge. There's no way I can get to it.
All right, so if this
I
ship's
can't
going to
even
get
tell you what our heading is at this
if
point.
this ship's going to get destroyed as is, let's get everybody we have, get the two ships, and get out of here. Because when the ship gets destroyed, whatever this thing is that's on board is either going to get destroyed or lost in space with it. I mean, I'd love to say we could, salvage the ice ship, but it looks like at this point, when the bridge is out, it's done. We found out what's wrong. We rescued as much of the crew as we can. Now, do we have, out of character, do we have a second person who can pilot?
No ability
Even
here.
a little bit. Even the people we're babysitting.
Chad is computer handled, so it wouldn't be that bad of a job.
I was about to say I would.
Well, all we need to do is get on the Merc ship, take the Merc ship to our ship.
Yep.
Dock them, undock them, and get off of this ship.
Yep.
Hopefully, in 11 points or less.
But I'd like to be able to set it to blow this ship out because I can't say which way we're facing. Like, the ship could be drifting back into regular space and would be a hazard to anybody who tries to board it.
Well, if we need to, we could always destroy the ship ourselves.
From the outside.
Are we getting any reaction from our
the man who's going to be paying us a whole lot of money?
I mean, he's just as freaked out about the stuff that's happening. I mean, it just happened to combat large meteoroid just crashed into the ship,
and we cannot fly the ship from engine control. It can only be flown from the bridge.
Can the AI on our ship do even a simple maneuver like disengage and fly out? Like, that's it? Something super simple. Like,
you mean like to pilot your ship?
But like autopilot the ship, so it's not gonna do anything weird. Just move away from the ice hauler so that we can
No, I'd
attach
say
to
that
it.
the overall the area that which you're currently at, it's a little dangerous for someone that's not an actual pilot.
Okay.
So let's take the merc ship, get everybody on board, disconnect, fly over to our ship, dock them.
hmm
You can go onto our ship, disconnect, so the ships will stay docked. We'll move away from the ice ship together.
Yep.
And then at that point, figure out if we need to.
I get to pilot a ship attached to a ship.
As long as we're going in a nice straight line.
Nice straight line. Okay.
In the time that it took them to get in the asteroid to hit, did Adam? I'm Adam. You're Chad, bro.
Wow,
dude.
You, me, I'm you. You're. Yeah.
Did we make any Coriolis cocktails?
Coriolis
Sure.
They're not Molotov cocktails, they're Coriolis cocktails. Yeah.
That is 2 successes on the Space Anarchist Cookbook.
Regular PPCs.
I actually don't know what that means.
You have to be a BattleTech player.
All right.
And drinking a bar. Anyway, we're not getting any pushback from our employer about abandoning the hauler.
I mean, he's kind of just going with the flow right now, seems.
I think he's maybe realized that it's not worth what they thought it was going to be worth.
It's worth a lot, but
this guy forfeited his life before he met us, and this is literally just his.
Then let's get everybody on board the merc ship.
Yeah, all of our gear, all of our collection.
See if we can undock it and get back to our ship with it.
All right, I go ahead and I'll go through and I'll immediately go to the bridge of the merc ship to familiarize myself with.
Before you're able to do that,
we can check through these numbers.
We're before that happens, all of a sudden, you see before you something start to materialize right in front of you.
Bird of prey.
Decloaking. Shield up. Weapons to maximum. Shield captain.
Yeah. A mighty dark morph materializes in front of you.
Mighty morphin what?
And
Mighty Morphin Power Gen.
And now this being is in front of you.
Floating like that.
Have we even crossed through the airlock yet?
No.
So we're still on the hauler.
I look good in red.
Crap.
Yep. I need every witness to make a demanding empathy test.
I'm not looking.
What's the
that means -1 to whatever your current skill check is.
Wait. Skill check,
which means
or
that's -2 to those that already have a -1.
Okay, just a flat empathy though. Okay.
Yeah, so it's not a skill check; it's just a stat roll, right?
Oh boy!
-1 empathy test.
I'm not even rolling.
I have a 6 and a 1.
Minimum 1 though, isn't it? Not an automatic failure.
I have an empathy of 1.
I have 8-6.
So it's empathy -1.
Mm-hmm.
Is the roll?
That's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
How does everyone do?
Was I there?
I won.
Everyone's there.
Everyone's there.
Everyone's there. Oh, all right.
I thought you asked if you were dead.
And it's just, it's a straight empathy roll?
The mission's not over. It's Demanding. It's a -1 empathy.
Gotcha, understood. That is 3 whole 6s. Woo!
So
Wow.
empathetic.
I feel everything around me.
So you rolled 3 dice, so you got 3 6s.
I got 3 dice to roll 3 6s, baby.
How is it the person I want to get screwed up in the head is the one
Because
passing
he's
up?
already
He's
screwed
already
up the
screwed
head.
up in the head.
I had my playlist going. We're no strangers to love.
It's like crossing the streams.
All right.
I can't. I'm sorry. I'm
Those
so sorry.
who failed this test are stricken with fear and suffer 2 points of stress.
So does one success mean a success?
Yeah, you're still a one. Even if you roll 1 6, we're okay. We're just not peach.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
If you've got a path. Yeah, because I
Okay.
don't believe it's not I don't see that it's an opposed test.
Okay. So
I
only
would
one
like.
person who's freaking out is freaking out.
Who's freaking? Any of our babysat people?
The
Well, it's a
no.
good thing the captain gave me a mind point back because I'm down to
don't
1.
I know where she looks like she is for me.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
she's
know
actually
where-
here, even though she looks like she's here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
All
be
right.
too.
Kamburi's afraid.
Oh no.
Let's
Stricken
see.
with fear.
Ada's afraid. And then Kolbzir gets to roll 2 dice. Kolbzir is not scared.
So we have
Awesome.
3 people total.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Kamburi, Zara, and Ada.
Okay.
We're down.
Are,
So
all-
we've got. Okay.
Screwed.
are they basically
Stricken
frozen?
with fear, and they're suffering 2 points of stress. And with that, we're going to confessions.
I'm no stranger to love. Oh, why? Hi, it's me. Oh, well, this is not what I was expecting, but you know what? I think we've got everything we need to make this fight viable. I hope. I mean, we're in the thick of it now, so whatever is happening is happening, and I just hope everybody around me's got their wits about them, because not looking forward to this.
Yeah, not really not liking this. The only good thing that's happened so far is scoring that Opor, but even then I only got a little taste of it before shit hit the fan, and it keeps hitting the fan. Just stop hitting the damn fan.
Well, she's a lady in red, and when I was in the Legionnaires, there was another lady in red, and that ended well, kinda. Maybe not as well as this will. Well, I mean, she's in red. Yeah, no, yeah. Maybe I'll go back to our ship.
The darkness between the stars formed. I've seen this in the journals of those who have come before me. Those who were very much on the zenith had gone mad from such things. But how could they go mad? She's so beautiful. Know the rules, and so do I. Full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this.
Bro, dude, what's going on here? This is the bodies here, and that captain guy. He's a grumpy one.
Judd.
Dudes, this is wild. All right, folks. This is Next Level Adventures. We've got stuff happening. Yeah, stuff's happening because that's the way I want it to go. So, while we're taking a quick little break, we're going to tell you about the channel and what stuff we've got going on. We've got stuff Monday through Thursday, sorry. all sorts of stuff. New stuff's currently also in the works and being planned out. Here's our schedule. We start off Mondays with Modern Monday with Lady Prudence. Tuesday mornings, we have a Sonnets with Shakespeare. Tune in for helping write the sonnet with our friendly neighborhood bard. And starting next week, we're resuming back into regularly scheduled Nat 21 D&D with our very own jester, Paolo Garbanzo. Wednesday mornings, we have Crafting with the Crew. And Wednesday evenings, we have Gothic Horror Gaming with the Gloom Master and Handler Z. So be sure to check all that stuff out. This channel's been brought to you by our sponsors, rentadventures.com. Travel overseas, tour the countryside by day, and play D&D in the castles at night. Current destination for this year is Muncaster Castle, England, June 2nd through the 7th. Be sure to stay tuned. There is information that's going to be coming out for the New Orleans D&D tour at the end of the year, which will be taking place and overlapping with the Louisiana Renaissance Fair, where we'll have many of our folks performing at as well. And of course, this is also brought by all of you good peoples. So
There's a New Orleans.
big party huzzah to the viewers and all of our Patreons.
Well, that answers a few questions.
I just like literally just put food in my mouth, and I was like, "Oh, we're there." Okay.
Could have been worse. It could have been
The
wood
diamond
alcohol.
tap or
Oof.
just regular grape flavored
Great flavored hydrogen peroxide.
grape flavored thermite in a juice.
I don't have to mix it from the powder anymore.
No.
All right, so and I take it everyone loved the Chad confession too. Huh?
Spicy Go-Gurt. Dude, that was
Oh.
wow. Yeah, I fully turned off the Rick Astley playlist.
No.
Because
So-
in my head now,
I'm like,
anyway.
oh, I didn't mean to.
Like,
So,
it's
quick
totally
question:
not
is she floating or not floating, and solid or kind of gaseous?
She appears exactly as you see there. She's pacing back and forth, staring at you with sinister eyes, talking about you as if you are tiny bugs before the might of Kahodor.
Oh, because in the picture, it looks like she's floating. Like,
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
she's floaty, but she looks solid. She looks solid.
She's
Yep.
keeping solid. He looks solid.
Solid.
Nice.
as a rock.
Like a brick.
Yep. Right now, it does appear that she is in physical form.
Okay, what were the rules on if she's
Kill her.
physical, we can light her on fire, right? That's
If
the
she's
If she's
If you-
corporeal, we can shoot her.
if she's
Oh.
physical, we can hurt her. It's when she goes to her natural form that we have a problem.
all right. So is this a
Oh,
roll?
Yeah, so let's shoot her.
I would like to shoot her.
Yes, we'd all like to
Yeah.
shoot her.
Shoot her, shoot her.
Yep. Meanwhile, this entire time, she is making guttural pronunciations, which one could assume are long bursts of malicious-sounding curse that you just
I don't speak.
Never talk about Chad's mother like that.
Rude. Oh,
All
I
right.
got my. Oh, I got a +1. Okay.
So, that was a.
Whoa. I get to work with a new weapon now.
6 and 5 there. All right, so we have folks going into initiative.
Yes.
So let's get them initiatives.
For +1 because I have my. It's currently in MDOS form.
I have a 6.
6.
1 for initiative.
Well, that seems
we're on a
right.
6. I'm taking a 6.
All right, let's see here. So at 6, we have Hannah and Malik.
The flamethrower wouldn't add to my initiative, would it?
The +2 initiative is only for the turn that you're doing that. I'd have to take a quick look at flamethrower and see if that has anything on it.
I'll help.
See if I
I
can
didn't.
find it.
My hands aren't on it, so
Yeah, hold on. I'll see if I can find it.
because we have 1 fully built one and 1 partially built one, right?
I just saw flamethrower.
Bonus is 1, damage is 3, crits on 1, but it's only short range, and it's heavy, so I have to use both hands.
Page 127 for flamethrower.
127.
All right. Anyone had initiative 5?
Because I'm holding 1. 4 normally, 5 on my turn.
Okay, so your raw initiative is 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, flamethrower. I see. Okay, but I ain't holding it.
And I fully am. I feel so badass, and I've had Chad pulling me forward.
All right, then. Kim. And get back here. All right, and a 4 for her. Alrighty, so all right, we got that. All right, so first up we have Hannah and the captain. We'll do Hannah first.
Yeah.
Oh, great. All right. Yeah, so basically as soon as she appears, I kick on my mag boots so that I sink and I take a crouch position and I'll fire off the Vulcan carbine.
Okay.
Which is, hold on, new weapon. All right. So this one is, okay, I'm doing this. Does it count as ranged? It's short as opposed to close. So that's range combat.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a firearm, so it's always going to be ranged.
It's always going to be ranged. Okay. Hold on. So 2, 7. Wait, 7. Wait, plus 1. 8. Oh god. Here, I'll just roll them over here. Hold up. Like playing champions. All right. 1, 2. 2, and everything else is a 4. Literally everything else is a 4. What the Yahtzee?
Well, there's no more dark side points, so you could pray to the icons.
Oh, there's still 11.
Yeah, I was gonna say he just took him away from our view.
I would.
Yep, I got it. Because you better believe there's going to be some numbers changing.
All right. Yeah, I'll pray to the icons.
I was gonna say, quicker we can drop her, the
Yeah.
better chance of us maybe surviving. Maybe. Maybe.
Deckhand, protect this ship and all within her, except this bitch here.
That's a common prayer.
That's
Yeah,
common
that is,
prayer.
that is.
Common.
It's right up there with this bitch is going down.
Yep.
Yeah. Not to be confused with get away from her, you bitch.
Right.
Yeah.
Or
Which
move
also-
it, get out the way.
Yes.
Right. I'm busting loose.
Say it
All
loud.
right. So, all right, yeah, Vulcan carbine. Let's see. So that was the carbine. You had 2 hits.
Well,
Right?
because I
3.
prayed.
Oh, you did pray to the icons. Okay.
So then I get to
roll the rest of your dice.
right. So now okay, so now I have a damage 3, crit 2, right? So how much am I rolling for this sucker? Okay. This is
Everything reroll all your 4s.
reroll all my 4s, right? All my 4s. Get in there. Get in there.
That's what she said.
Okay. I've got
Common prayer.
the common. I have a 6.
That's not it. That's another common prayer.
I have 6, 2 5s, a 2, and 2 1s. Let's start roll. Okay, so crit on
How many 6s total did you get?
just 1.
Oh yeah, 3 now. 2 and 1. So you get 3.
So you have 3 6s?
Yeah, 3 6s.
All right. So that will be a critical hit.
All right. I know this one says crit 2. So what does that mean?
You only need 2 hits to get a crit.
Okay. Oh, in that case,
You get your damage and the crit, and you'll get hopefully some extra hits or something.
okay.
Unless the GM uses DP to make you SOL.
Zip it.
I like how my face made the face, but Dean has made the sound. It's like the best bit of puppetry. All right, damage is what is 5 plus 3 plus 3.
What?
I can math.
You don't need to roll for damage.
What am I rolling for damage?
Nothing.
Nothing. Oh,
Nothing.
right.
Vulcan
already-
carbine does 3 damage on a hit.
Yeah, it's automatic based on the number of hits you got.
No, the critical injury is you roll that table 2d6s.
Yeah, you may have to roll the 2d6.
That's a 51.
51?
Yeah.
Nice.
Please be something good.
All right. Let's see here. I need to find combat. I think it's in combat.
Ugh. 51. Roll past that. Roll past that.
All right.
Oh, and I'm bionics. All right. Oh, here we go. Wait. No. Bonus ranged. Oh, all right. Critical. Oh, I can do a. So I can do because so my crit was at 2, but I have 3 6s, so I actually technically have an extra
You can do
bonus
extra
range
damage
attack.
too. Technically, you would do 4 damage and your crit.
And okay, and then the crit. Okay, 4 and then the crit. 51. 51.
All right. So 51 appears to be a broken spine.
Let's say again.
Ow.
I hope they have spines.
Oh, she's
Junior
solid.
invertebrates. That's commonly known.
Spineless bitch.
She's got one. It's just in a couple of pieces.
It's now flat packed, reassemble yourself sort of situation.
1, 2, 3. All right.
He's
we
got
got
scoliosis.
damage going there. Next up is Malik.
Now, does this person appear to take the damage from Hannah?
At this time, yes.
Okay. So I got 4, and now I'm going to pray to gods anyway.
Anyway. There.
I guess I gotta add another die here. What are you attacking with?
My carbine, my Legionnaire carbine.
NDH
I got 6 total.
I'm taking away points. You misfire.
Okay.
Your gun appears to have jammed due to bad choo-choos.
Bad jujus. That's why you don't store your weapon
My
with your
juju bees
cane.
along with my Good thing I quick enough to drop it on a sling, pull my thermal pistol, and use the same rolls.
That cost
Oh yeah, you have one.
6 1. That's 2 there. Because that costs 3 darkness points. Let's see.
You have 9 left.
What type of action? What type of shot was your? Because you have maybe you have 3 action points per.
Yep. So that would have been a regular shot.
That'll
So
fire a normal shot. So
I can snap shoot with my quick shot with my thermal pistol.
Okay. Go ahead and make your shot.
Three, and I'm gonna try the icons again.
You already got 3 successes.
Yeah. 6.
All of them.
6 successes. 6 successes.
Well, the second roll. Second roll got 4 more. With my little bumbly hands.
Little bumbly hands of doom.
All right. And that was with your
thermal pistol.
Thermal pistol. All right. How much damage does that do?
3-2. Same as the carbine.
Alrighty. There we go. Let's see. Pistols. There it is.
Please.
And you're gonna need a. What did you roll for your crit? 52?
51 for her.
Oh, for me? 51.
Okay. I was close.
Twinsies?
Took out her pelvis. Good job.
Oh boy. I should have got more freaking post-it notes.
All right. Well, it's 50, no, 52.
Hey, that gang, we're making a run of the post-it notes. We're almost there.
I'll trade your post-it notes for getting rid of a couple of dark side points.
Oh, broken neck. Okay. Broken neck.
One sticky note per dark side point.
What sticky? I have pink sticky notes.
What a deal!
I'll trade them. I'll trade them a whole sticky pad for a dark side point.
I got these are sticky and lined and big.
Those are worth at least 3.
Yeah.
My broom keeps my
Yep.
stay on here, man. We're in the middle of a battle.
All right, so we've got and we got this marked here. All right. Ooh. All right. This rapid onslaught of shots has this creature infuriated right now.
By the way, broken spine, broken neck, little pissed.
Yeah, and she's up next. So, oh boy.
I'm still poised.
Huh?
I'm still poised. But no way of defending myself.
We determined that even though it's a thermal weapon, it doesn't do any heat, fire, or other type of damage.
I don't believe thermal actually has fire.
Yeah, it would say fire and then a number next to it on the
Oh,
table.
they fire in a number?
That's
No,
weird.
okay.
Just
I believe you.
flamethrower
That's
has
just
fire
weird.
3.
Sure.
You're firing plasma at somebody and it's not fire.
Yeah.
Third-degree burns don't consume oxygen or gin particles, which is a real thing I made up 2 episodes ago.
10 particles.
Fire a slug of superheated matter.
Oh. But superheated matter, or does it have to be fire? Is it one of those things where
Superheated
it's
matter
like
doesn't necessarily
super
ignite.
specific?
All right, so
Hydrogen is needed to make the actual shot. That sounds like combustion.
Yeah. Like the sun, but
Like
smaller.
the sun.
Smaller.
The sun is a miasma of incandescent plasma. Gigantic nuclear furnace. Where hydrogen is melting the helium at a temperature of millions of degrees.
Fun fact.
Fun fact. She might just be a windmill.
Am I a Spanish knight? Please check me to see if I'm a Spanish knight.
I'm
I'm
a Spanglish knight.
Is your name Sancho? Do you ride a donkey?
oh, I guess better than being a Spanish peacock.
Yes, no, but I'm Spanglish.
Spanglish.
Spanglish, because the King of Spain married the Queen of England, and we got knighted.
Oh,
So we're Spanglish knights.
Spanglish knights. Fancy.
All right, let's see. Which do we
No.
need to do?
Does she really have
here?
there this many options?
This is actually, she got quite a few things she could do here. Let's see. So,
Dying would be nice.
I
Yeah.
want her to have your voice.
yeah.
This big theory. I got quite a few things I can do here, and I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Die.
So,
Breaker.
Crossing the streams.
so she is going to go to she's going to try to possess somebody.
Oh God.
She's always so possessive. That's
I
why it didn't
know.
work out between us.
That's why she's still single.
Yeah. So let's see. We're going to boom, boom, boom. All right. Who is she going to attempt? Nope. I need.
It's okay if you choose me, even though you roll bad.
Yeah.
I know I
She's
deserve
going
it.
to possess Hannah.
Look, it won't stay on my uniform.
You get a mind shield on.
I do. It's like it has laser eyes. I'm clearly protected.
You got her mental defenses up.
Freaking laser beams attached. How can this not be understood?
And that
Iron
does
lasers.
1 million burr.
was all right. The only way to resist a possession is with mystic powers or a holy object.
Self-esteem.
Do you have a holy?
I have
Talisman?
I mean, yeah, I have my badge, my broom badge.
Broom badge of the deckhand.
Yes, the broom badge of the
Broom
decade
badge of lasers.
with lasers. With
All right.
lasers.
That will successfully hold off the possession. You find yourself struggling, and you're able to withstand the mental fortitude by grabbing your talisman badge there and praying to your icon. As soon as you finish your prayer, this entity just enrages even more, a super loud screech. And now that she has been subjected to a blessed talisman, is now forced to revert to her true form.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's always so scary when the mask comes off and you see who they really are. Usually you gotta wait 3 months.
Yep. And as those that had shared knowledge via their culture checks before, was exploring and learning stuff from Mystic and Burry, is that true form is kind of a energy or a whirlwind of such. And
Great. All right.
also where that changes your requirements for doing any sort of damage.
Damage.
Huh.
Yep. And just as she is finishing her transformation and raging, another large meteoroid hits the ship.
We all go.
Somewhere else.
Yeah.
And now the engine room in the rear has been completely destroyed with complete decompression. Unfortunately, the engineer,
We don't know that. We just know
the engineer was
we
still
lost
back
thrust.
there.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
We don't know that yet. We just know we got hit. We don't have any monitors. We'll just assume
And that would
fine.
now put us to Atom.
So one question. Is she now like a swirling gaseous thing?
Of energy, her true form, yes, the true form.
Now she's gassy. All right.
Shouldn't have the empanadas. They'll get you. The carnitas and those things. You're gonna feel it for a couple days. We only got an hour on this ship. I've been poised. Am I rocked too much? I just want to squeeze the trigger on my flamethrower, not fire puncher. So it's the only thing I could think of.
For those that don't know, I am the fire puncher, which is why he can't have one because there's only one of me.
Professional fire puncher. Tell me the kilted fire puncher.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
the longest meme ever. It's a mind meme in game.
All right. Let's see.
Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself?
All right. So go ahead and roll for your flamethrower.
I will take the -1 away from the bonus that it gives me on that.
So that's a straight roll.
Straight roll of 2 ranged and 2 agility for 4. Nothing. I'm gonna pray. And it doesn't do anything. And I go, oh, I wasn't pulling the trigger all the way.
Hold on, I have a question because I haven't read through with flamethrowers. Is it a direct fire weapon or is it an area effect weapon?
And are we in the AoE zone?
Because in my brain I made a fire puncher, but it's not allowed to be that. As I expected it to go in a straight line where it squirts the lighter fluid.
It has that effect like sticking your thumb over the end of the hose.
fire.
Yeah. I don't want it to spray as much as I want it to be like Calvin peeing fire.
All right, so no, so it is directly on a target, but it would. So the deck under her is on fire, I guess.
Oh,
I would shoot it through the cloud of her because I don't know anything but Santa Mass.
Well, pray to the God, pray to the icons. And let's see if you hit.
That gave me 1.
Okay, so
Gave me 1.
you hit.
Which is all it takes to crit, unless you DP me out of it with that point I gave you.
All right, go ahead and give me the roll.
Give me the roll for the crit on it. It's crits on 1, a damage 3, and it's specifically fire.
All right. What's the roll? D66, 2 6s.
D66.
Yeah.
2 6s. 2 6s.
Yes.
that's almost right.
Really?
Yes. I swear. It moved when I picked it up, but it's 2 6s once more. I rolled D66. It was 2 6s. I swear to the icons. I thought that was going to be my last success, and I got 3 last time. I'm ready for this. Switch me around, Game Daddy. Use them points.
He pulls the trigger on his homemade flamethrower. Somehow, it apparently does not blow up in his hands.
Yay.
As a huge fireball shoots out in front into this whirlwind of air and energy, everything encompassing it. And all of a sudden, poof, the fire dissipates, the wind slows, stops, and everything has just disappeared.
No, I don't trust that.
No,
Let's
it's
get outta here.
scary.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
I don't know when to stop, so I'm so
Yeah.
Adam, stop. Adam.
Stop.
Another
All right.
bar darkness point has been burned for a third large meteoroid
Oh,
rocking the ship.
Oh no,
right.
it's not an
It's
asteroid or a
somewhere
meteorite. It's meteoroid.
midsections. Unfortunately, you can't tell that anything has really changed up because the gravity's already off.
That's fair. All right, let's get okay. I'm going to start moving towards the ship. I'm gonna keep my weapon trained on where the gassy lady
I
was.
start pushing
I'm gonna have this.
all
Yeah,
the
let's get everybody out.
people towards the
I'm
merc
only
ship.
gonna roll in front of myself now.
Making sure Kimbori gets on there. He's got the money.
Yeah.
Grabbing everybody, bundling them, pushing them onto the merc ship quickly.
I look at Kimberly again and I'm like, raise.
Can't pay us
Before I
enough.
throw him on the ship.
Did we pass the cargo hull on the way there? Was it still sealed?
You mean the ice?
No, there's the different cargo hull where the stevedores had to bring things in, and that's where the captain had seen this idol that had brought him to ruin.
Oh, right. The one
in
in
the
the back, we
workshop.
don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but we're getting off the ship.
We're gonna make it
3
go boom
big
boom.
hits. Let's at least get off the ship, see what the ice hauler looks like from the exterior, and if we need to, we'll reboard and whatever.
I hand my tube of thermite to Adam. Use
Right
it
now?
carefully. Don't set it on fire.
Mm.
We'll be fine. I gotta go pilot a ship.
Where is this?
Because Adam, I know he can. He walks on the outside of the spaceship all the time, so I know that he can at least apply it to the outside of the ship if we need to. Start.
Right.
Smart.
Well, from the sounds of it, we may not need to destroy the ice hauler. It may already be.
Yeah, coming up. Well,
I mean, the bridge is gone. That's all I'm saying. Let's get us off of it. See if we can get our ship too, and then determine what, if anything, we need to do about the ice hauler. Because I don't like the sound of those last couple of impacts.
yeah.
As you're starting to make your way through the airlock, you hear the observatory door open and 2 remaining palace guards
Oh, these dudes.
charge at you.
I take it I've not made it on the ship yet. I'm still. Am I still here?
So
So
Tanner was
close.
going first, so we'll say that you're already started to make your way through the airlock.
Okay.
So you're already you're hearing a little bit of commotion behind you.
And I was pushing all the other ones behind, so I'm still back there.
You're still there.
Captain, let me stand with you.
You're here. Stand with me. Let's go.
I do not believe that that the darkness has been gone from here. And while you are the most powerful warrior in terms of battles of the darkness, I may be the last stand. I want to
Adam, just shut up and fight. Just shut up and shoot.
Yeah, Adam, shoot them.
Just shoot. I'm going to turn to
crying.
go with the captain and Adam.
Are these two look like the one that hit us, attacked us on the bridge earlier?
Yep, these are 2 identical
twins.
These dudes.
Got it.
There's 2 more of these.
Okay.
It's a cinnamon double mint.
Double the pleasure, double the fun. Are we re-rolling for initiative or?
Yep. Let's get the initiative. We'll say that the other less combat-y guests are right behind Hannah getting in.
Okay. Yeah, because I was pushing them in to get them off the ship. So
I'm only rolling in front of the board now.
I'm rolling, but I am assuming that I round out at least.
I got double 5, so I got a +1 for initiative for the pistol, so I got a 6. Or I got a 6.
Palace guards.
Woo!
6 themselves, which is wow. Finally, I'm getting some good rolls. I think I'm getting a little bit jinxed with some Apollo's rolls. All right, so for raw initiatives,
go to the Temple of Apollo.
What's their agility? What's their agility?
What was your D6 roll? You said you was a 5?
5, and I got a +1 for my thermal pistol.
Yep, that's if you're using that thermal pistol that round. So your raw would be at.
I am.
Yeah.
Because you said my carbine jammed.
They did jammed on that firing attempt.
Well, I would switch to my thermal pistol.
Yeah.
I've already got it in my hand, so.
Palace card, and.
Are you double fisting this battle?
Ooh, I gotta get another thermal pistol.
Adam, initiative.
4.
Zara.
4.
Carbine pistol.
Pistol. I can go pistol blade. I usually go pistol grenade, but I forgot my grenades.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wish the book was more clear and easy to understand on some of those extra things.
That's fine.
All right. So, and you said you was going to use your
thermal pistol.
All All right, which means you get to go to initiative 6, the same time as the 2 palace guards.
Okay. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, if you had the thermal projector, that would do fire, but your thermal pistol does. I understand.
Oh, that's for the claws. Okay. All right. So I have to skip on the claws. All right. What is your 3?
Screw it. I don't know if we're gonna live or die. I'm praying the icons. Two more. 5.
Okay. All right. So, oh boy. All right. What is your
3, 2.
I'm sorry.
3, 2. 3 damage, 2 crit.
And your D66 roll?
56. Oh, sorry. 56.
56. A severed artery on their leg.
Woo!
The one drops where he is, taking some damage, and is currently unconscious.
Where did these guys come from?
All right.
The poor misunderstood away from home Jin. Aw. It's just a baby.
Ooh, no, I'm not. All right. So the other one, who is not unconscious, is going to do a whirlwind strike. He's going to swing his blades in a wide arc, being able to hit 2 targets within close range of each other with 1 attack.
Okay.
So he is going to. He is quite mad at his fellow guard that has just dropped, and is going to be swinging so that he can target both Malik and Atom. So that is melee is 4 and strength. That's right. And strength of 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So against Malik is going to be 1, 2, 3 6s. You can apply armor.
I'm going to use my icon talent.
Brutal.
Okay.
The dancer. I can evade an incoming attack.
Alrighty. You do that. And I get a darkness point from that. So with the dancer, you escape his flurry of blows with ease. All right, and then Atom.
I get an armor roll of 2 for my exosuit, right?
Yep, because there's still a really nice vacuum suit still laying on the ground in the vicinity where you're at.
I didn't
That
want anyone to
is,
see what underwear I wear.
yep, that is 2 6s.
I'm not even sure you wear underwear, and I'm glad I'm not on the ship.
Nothing.
We never had a bet about Adam.
No.
It was really, yeah. There was
Yeah,
no.
and none of the options for me was commando. It was tighty whities or boxers. It was
Call it Legionnaire in space.
Oh, there's that. I missed that before.
Oh.
All right. You said you had nothing?
Nothing.
Alrighty. Let's see. Where is.
I deserve to get hit so bad for how I've rolled so far. Tripling your grease in here. The 7-year-old memes truly fuel me.
Mercurium sword. Oh, those are ranged weapons. I need melee. Here's melee. Mercurium sword. Ooh, 3 damage. And that does crit on 2.
Mm-hmm.
Orange for 10s, purple for the 1s.
That's what we say.
That
Oh,
is a 14.
Oh, good. Hopefully.
Yeah, that's high up.
Automatic 3 damage. And then what's the
Sprained ankle.
Sprained ankle.
Oh, wow. Ow! Yeah, he doesn't actually hit you. You try and dodge out of the way, trip and twist your
And you
ankle.
tripped over yourself.
Absolute mildest salsa on that. I don't deserve this kind of good treatment.
You drop
Drop item -1 ranged in melee combat.
I
You
drop
drop
an
an
item.
item. though,
I
if
dropped the
you're holding it.
flamethrower on the floor.
You're like, you literally like, I think you just tripped over yourself.
The only-
You know which? That sounds about right for.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Oh, it's so good to be the Jar Jar here. It's so good. My favorite Sith Lord in the first place.
Actually, you're the child of an Ewok in Jar Jar,
Yeah, Ewok and a Gungan made sweet love, and I came out.
and we got Adam.
Well, it explains a lot.
Misa in deep doo-doo.
All right. Yep. So Ace sprains his wrist, goes stumbling as someone stumbles in 0G. With
Did it before. He's done it twice.
Slow mo
before this.
stumble.
Sprained my ankle. I rolled a 66, where 66 is instant death.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Faceless One. Thank you.
Yep. Which now we go to the most balanced one themselves. Adam's turn.
Yeah. All right, so I dropped the flamethrower in because I sprained my ankle, right?
Yeah, and drop the thing.
I want to take a quick action to draw my Jorah knife, and then I want to take advice that from the last session, and I want to use it as a ranged weapon and throw it at him. Just like you said, Captain. So I can make a ranged attack on the
Now he
dervish.
listens to me.
Okay. The ranged attack. You also have a -1 from your sprained ankle.
Oh, so it's -2 now because I'm high and in pain. This isn't roleplay anymore. This is just me. I never had a more self-insert PC in my life.
Tim's no longer in character.
I think I've spent a few Saturdays with you like that. Yeah.
Nice. No thanks. I don't drink. I'm just don't tell anyone, please. All right. So that would take me from the 4 that I had with my agility and ranged combat down to the 2 for throwing my Dura knife, which gives me a 0 bonus. But it is close range, so I can still throw it as a range at close range. All right. This works mechanically, and it's not just dumb. 1 success.
Nice.
All right. How much damage does that?
That does 2 damage, and it
2.
crits on a 1.
2 and a crit on a 1.
Unbelievable.
Let's see. You know. All right. So give me another D66.
That is a
45?
5.
Crushed face. Crushed face.
Hitting me.
That thing goes right into it. It's an amazing throw. You see it spinning. Blade over handle. It looks to be aiming nice, perfect, and true. And it smashes handle first into the guy's mask.
Oh, it's
You
0
see-
G2, so like pieces just sort of.
Yep, everything just starts kind of
That's cool.
going off.
I wish I was there to
and
see it.
Look like
And at the point that it impacts with the guy's face, you hear another loud crash at the same exact moment. It's very much Indiana Jones. The guy's stamping the books, and bang.
Oh.
So at first, you think that loud impact was your knife crashing into the dude's face.
replace Harrison Ford with Jaleel White, and it's did I do that?
As after a moment, you start to feel extra movement. You're like, wait a minute, no, that was another large meteorite hitting the ship.
I didn't do that.
So the 4th one, now the ship has broken in 2.
In twain.
The
I broke the
workshop
ship
has
in
been
twain.
destroyed. Ice blocks are now scattering everywhere. And both the bow and the stern start rotating around their axes.
Great.
This is gonna make the whole stack of ship on top of a ship
Nah,
and
that's
fly
big
both
easy.
ships together, but a little more interesting.
It's easy. It's bringing them closer.
Yeah, it's faster. This is fine. This is
Yeah.
fine.
Let's hope someone is not a pilot.
I get on the
It's like
comms and I'm like, hey, I hope everything's going great in there. We're all situated, but I gotta tell you, the ship does not look too good from out here. So if y'all could maybe hurry up and board, that would be great.
Mr. Kambari's like, I don't care about this. Get me out of here.
So, Zara, are you out there with us, or
I'm out there with you, yeah.
Me too, Captain. Chad, get to the bridge and make coordinates for Wahid's.
Nana?
For Wahid's. Take me to the baklava. So
Baklava Station?
Could be the best baklava ever.
I promised Wahid I'd meet him again.
All right. So
Before we go there, we gotta get to the
the
ship.
one guard's still standing, correct?
No, they're both the first. You dropped the first one. He crumpled down.
One's unconscious.
And the other one also crumpled unconscious after a knife butt to the face. That also
I grabbed the two of them and just shoved them towards the airlock so we can all get out of here.
Abandon the flamethrower. Abandon my Dura knife.
Just
I
get
hope
the
I
hell out of
did.
here.
We need
You
Duranites.
mean our
Let's
crewmates?
get out of here.
No, he means both the Jinn soldiers. He pushes them in the ship.
Yes.
One.
Sends EP to like grab the wrong two guys.
Starting a collection, Captain. Okay.
I'm gonna grab Adam and Zara and throw them in and follow in after them and hit the button to close the hatch
The kicked ass menagerie.
and tell Hannah to go.
I go.
All right. Well, before there's go, I've got to jump back to Hannah real quick, and we've got to do a couple of checks. So
That's
Hannah, give me
fine.
a technology for you getting the mercenary ship actually up and going.
If they won't take checks, I got cash.
Okay.
I got creds.
All right. And wits. Okay. Ooh. Yes. 2 successes
For technology?
for technology.
All right, great. You're able to you're looking at the controls while you hear all sorts of crazy stuff happening
Yep.
on the main ship. But you're like, wait a minute, I know how this all goes. Wait, I got boom,
Yep,
boom,
I
boom,
got
boom, boom, and everything starts.
I just take one moment to be like,
I'm
why is
right.
this on the left and not on the right? Who
Yep,
designed
yeah,
this nightmare?
It's an inverted. Yeah, they inverted the controls.
Still trying to take me
You know,
on
it's
this
like
ship.
in Independence Day, the sign was taped upside down.
Yes.
That's
I was thinking it's like
that's how things start to look for your
when you
controls.
sit down at your friend's gaming rig and you realize they're an inverted mouse person.
Yeah, I hate that.
Why was
So
it inverted?
now give me that pilot roll.
Pilot coming. All right. There's so many dice thing on. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Ah.
I roll a lot of dice. That's upsetting.
All right. So at critical success, you are able to get taken off of their.
I punch
Even though
it.
it's a strange ship for you.
I punch it. I roll it. I bring it up alongside, which is now top of our ship.
And you bop it.
And then I
twist
bop
it.
it. And I take it.
And lock it.
And then I lock it into place.
To the left. Take it back now.
All right,
I'm
so
gonna-
you are heading
Back up.
towards the separate spinning stern of the ship to get yours back now.
Right. Now I've got to. Yeah, I would rather. Wait, which ship is on top? This ship is on top.
Well, no, because
I'm
they
gonna-
were this. They were.
Oh
one
no,
was
they
back
were.
there, one
Yeah,
was
they're
up
this way. This way.
if there's another seat or console on the bridge, I'm gonna go take that.
Yeah. I'm gonna slip through to our ship. I'd rather fly from my situation.
All right, and
Configuration.
Jimmy.
as you are climbing on board your ship, I'm going to go ahead and toss the remaining number on that one die there. I'm now down to a single die as a 5th large meteoroid impacts into the side of the rear part of the ship that you have now.
Not my
Everything
baby.
is shaking and crazy, and you hear your good old AI friend chime up and say, systems critical, host ship is failure imminent. We must depart. We must depart. We must depart. We must
All right.
depart. We
You
must
don't-
depart. We must
You literally only had to tell me once. I would like to book it to my seat.
Alrighty. Go ahead and give me a dexterity roll because things are crazy and moving all over the place now.
And we have rolly chairs.
No successes.
And you bump into the hallway. A
Oh,
couple
you know what happened?
an extra
Gravity.
moment to get up there, but you finally get up there. Go ahead, give me that technology and pilot rolls to get your ship started up.
All right. So yeah, okay, yeah, I would like to say it has to do with the adjusting to having gravity again.
We have
That's
independent gravity inside of our ship, of course.
Yeah.
You've just spent a lot of time, the last like hour or so, not in actual gravity due to Adam.
Once you get in the rolly chair, it's natural.
2 for the tech roll.
All right, you get your ship fired up, piece of cake. You don't get tripped up, even though you was just using inverted controls a moment ago.
Yeah, no, I've got it now. What am I doing? All right, 3. Whatever. Another 2.
All right, and your ship gets fired right up. You're able to take it. And
I literally I slam back into my chair. I hit everything. I just hit everything.
You're like, oh yeah, this feels much better now.
Until I actually like disengage, and then I'm like, oh yeah, another ship is attached to me. There's like
it feels a little bit more sluggish.
That's fine.
Adam, give me a data gen to help punch numbers in for Hannah.
That's 3 for what I got in data gen, and then 4 for my wits, but then -2 for my sprained ankle and still being leveled out on Arash. So instead of 7, I will roll 5 for data gen.
Nope, it's only -1 for your level-headed. The ankle is only combat rolls.
All right, I do use my ankles quite a bit while I'm doing math, but all right.
When he goes over 10, he needs those extra.
Nothing? Bring it in, icons. Come on, faceless one. I love you so much, and your beautiful unface.
And your beautiful unface. Nobody talks to me like that.
1.
Yay!
All right. Yep. You're able to help get the extra little bits of help. And
it wasn't pretty, but we did it.
That Hannah needs to accommodate for the extra weight.
I couldn't use.
So you managed to slave the mercenary ship to the Crimson Dawn. That way, everything can be handled from the Crimson Dawn until you're someplace safe and figure out what you want to do with the ship, whether you keep it, sell it, or salvage it, or
you go Coriolis. This is Crimson Dawn approaching. Crimson Dawn +1.
Yeah, so we'll pay the docking fees for both.
Yeah, does this count as one ship?
Yeah. So
and for the sake of any future possible adventures with a group that somehow survived, I will be taking piloting.
Yay! I'm gonna take data gen.
I want to. Is there a way from remotely to set the ice ship to self-destruct?
What ice ship?
No, as you guys are going away, as you guys are flying away, that last impact that set the ship into a critical chain reaction. Basically, you're again. Imagine Independence Day, escaping away from the mothership. You're riding that coattail of that shot. And you're getting shaken up a fair bit because your ship's a lot sluggish. It's got a little bit more mass for that energy wave to hit, having 2 ships slaved together there. As what once was a magnificent cargo ship of ice has now been reduced to atoms.
Wait. No. We have one atom. That's enough.
Yeah, please, we don't need any more.
Oh, not with an E.
Thousands of me floating in space.
Just clarifying.
Yeah.
Finally, someone to talk to.
Yeah.
Atoms.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. So,
are we rich?
Well,
have we survived?
It appears that you've gotten off of the Orin 2. You're back to your ship.
+1.
Well, +2. You have 2 extra people on board.
Oh, I have an extra ship.
Oh, and an extra ship.
I've
we
got a
have more
ship,
than-
and my ship is wearing like a hat.
We got Ada and Kolb, and they're safe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
So we
were
should
able to save
two.
2 of the additional crew.
And our
So
employer.
Ada
Yeah.
We kept him alive.
and Kolb.
Yep.
Okay.
2 out of 9's not great, but it could be
And
worse.
then our employer.
Yep, he managed to escape and survive through, so that all worked out well. So
Does
I
he
would
look
like to-
grateful, or is he like dreading getting home and reporting this?
he's
Yes.
he's just sitting in the mess decks and just
This guy wigs me out, yo.
Well, you got to remember, worst case scenario, it's their captain on their ship that caused this.
Yep.
yeah. You know,
I just wanna make sure we get
a lot
paid.
just happened, and you know, as you guys are all sailing back to Coriolis, I imagine y'all are doing whatever it is that you guys do to unwind.
Well, I'm
checking out
doing
their
a lot
ship.
of checking out the
our
new
fucking
ship. Yeah. Checking out the new ship, seeing what she's
one?
got.
Which one we want to keep?
which one
Adam,
we're gonna keep.
join me in my bunk. I've got something to share.
Hey.
All right, I get my deck of cards.
It's a
Be
good
like,
show,
I'm
just
waiting
kidding.
for this for weeks.
Malik's like. "There's no
All right,
rules about
so
it."
Malik and Hannah are off exploring and investigating everything that can be found on the mercenary ship.
And on the down low, chatting about what we're gonna do with our peacock friends when we find them.
And meanwhile, Atom is taking his cards to Zara's.
Can I use my my icon talent to have Chad now wearing the red dress of that dark morph?
Oh god.
Yes.
Thank you. And now it'll be a lot more easy to get immersive when he takes on AI.
Yep, I will certainly allow that. All right. Adam has arrived at Zara's room.
All right, so we each have 40 card decks. We start with 5 cards in our hand. We have 8,000 life points. What are you doing? Oh my god. Is that was in those baggies?
Mm-hmm.
You sly devil. Fix up a plate now. I take a full plate. I burn it by myself. I take the sealant torch that we got. They'd be like, I thought dabs was something, and just and I blow out air with nothing in it, and that's my tribute to the faceless one.
I blow out air with nothing in it.
A square, a square. It's not a circle.
air with
It's a
nothing in
smoke
it.
square.
Like, okay.
We're just gonna go rifle through all the cabins and cargo and figure out the status of the other ship. And if I smell something when I come back on board, I may say something, but you know.
Oh yeah, use the booth. Use the booth. And we just have a rudimentary toilet paper roll with dryer sheets tucked in.
Get back on board like.
Oh boy.
I kick back and have some baklava. Deserve this.
Oh boy. Yep. So
So as I'm playing the game with you, for sure. I draw a card, and I look at it really, really hard. I was not given this. It's one card that all the rest are really well played. They're moderately played, I would say. And this one is near mint. And this is easily a 1,600-year-old deck of cards that's going through my family. It's and I look down at my card graveyard, and I just say, "You have no idea what I'm saying," but I go, "I remove from play 2 light and to dock. And I play Chaos Emperor Dragon, Envoy of the End, in attack position. With priority, I use its effect. I pay 1,000 life points and I stab myself through the hand. I destroy all monsters on the field.
And with that,
Not good, Adam. Not good.
you no longer are able to hear and understand words that are coming out of his mouth as his eyes go black and the lights flicker on your ship. And that's the end of this campaign.
Hold on. That all happened in his head, and you know how I know this? He threw away his knife. He has nothing to stab himself with.
You need a knife to cut the opor in order to put it in the bowl so it can properly distribute. It's like we don't have grinders here.
Zara did that.
Graders.
Yeah, that's my knife.
I just want to be like, I know I got that connection right.
Hey, 1,000
Yep,
life
so
points. Stab
that
myself.
is the end of our campaign. We're going to go around one time real quick with everyone with a final confession. Tell us who you are as well. Also, if there's any stuff that you would like to plug for yourselves, your show, your festivals, go ahead and do that now. We will start with the fearless and very stressed and white-haired captain now.
Wait. Hold on. No, white bearded. I have no hair left. White bearded.
Oh,
So that was a blast. I love the system. That was great playing. This actually my first time playing online like this live. As far as myself, my name is Jeff Folb. I own a company called Vermont Gatherings. If you're ever in Vermont or visiting Vermont, we run the Vermont Renaissance Fair, the Sci-Fi Fantasy Expo, and about 8 other events a year. If it's fun and neat and genre-based, it's something we do.
All right.
Hi, I'm Dana. This has been a blast. I've never played Coriolis before. This is the first time in this system. I've been on this channel before and still can't shoot, apparently.
I had this like for you to have so many dice to shoot, and still.
I can't believe it. I am an assistant director of the Blackfriar Company at the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair. We're gearing up now for our season. If anyone's interested in submitting a video audition before we start rehearsals in April, just reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to get that sorted out for you.
All right.
hey everybody. I'm Z, and I've been your pilot. Thank you for flying the friendly skies. So it's also my first time playing Coriolis, and I actually really like the system, so I'm really glad I got a chance to do this. I run Tabletop Tees, tabletoptees.com. You can also find me at a variety of conventions in the Central Texas area. I also have my own Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/zgoesmeep. And on Wednesdays and Fridays, I play video games with my kid. Let's see. I will be back here. Same bat time, same bat channel, different story altogether. So come back next Tuesday and see me and the other folks. I don't know that we've dropped any hints yet, but au revoir. A bientôt.
All right.
And I am Timotheus the Orange. You may remember me from the Armchair Wizards massive multiplayer on-stage live-action role-playing game show. I make big dice. I'm coming back into the scene. But if you want to see me soon, you can go to the SCA Gulf Wars from March 7th to the 17th. And I'll be selling clothing and dressing you up from the Tatterdemalion, which is, if you looked at any of the clothing that I wore that wasn't just a plain t-shirt in the past campaigns, that's where I get the clothing from. And you can follow me at on Instagram at SpaceTim, and at Armchair Wizards. And you can follow me in real life, and I'll just act like you're not there.
Go Anstiora.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was a huge blast. This was my first time as a game master running a game system, so I want to thank all my players here. And man, I sure wonder if we actually will get a chance to continue with these folks, because it appears that they've got a serious dilemma that needs to be resolved.
I'll say right now,
Do we have an exit survey? Can these people fill out an exit survey? Let Paolo know.
Yeah, send direct messages to
if you
Paolo
enjoyed the
Garbanzo.
evening, let us know. And you know what? Just for Tartango goes, let's do the XP questionnaire.
Yeah.
Because I know there's some stuff that can be answered this time around. Did you participate in this session?
Yeah.
Yep. Did you overcome a difficult challenge to help your crew reach its current goal?
Yes.
Yeah, I think y'all did that pretty good. Did you put yourself or your crew at risk because of your personal problem?
Oh, hell yeah.
No.
Did you learn something new about yourself or another PC? I think some new stuff was learned today.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
I'm sorry, Dan, do you need a tissue? You got to.
Yeah, I just got a little something there. It's okay.
Most self-insert.
Something. Yeah.
I go to a place fully ready to play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Something for your PC buddy.
Our lives.
Yeah.
I sacrificed 1,000 life points.
Did you act in accordance with your icon?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. And then the unwritten question: did you find yourself possessed by a djinn?
Almost.
Oh no! We'll find out.
Thank goodness I had mine.
Someone's got black eyes and lights are flickering now.
I
think this is some really good stuff we got here. It's some good shit.
Yeah, and I think the whole while that the Adam's actually in this transformation phase, Zara's just high as a kite, thinking it's just a trip. She's gonna be the last one to realize that Adam is no longer Adam.
I'm fully playing the game for both sides of the table, and then I do that shit, and you're just like, is this part of it?
Hannah and I are in the merc ship when suddenly the Crimson Dawn detaches and just heads for the sun.
Right.
I mean, the Jin is wanting to get returned back to Quan jungles to find Ka. I mean, who knows what's going on? We just
have a whole city of gold. If you're looking for riches, look, this is coming out of nowhere. I don't know where this inspiration is coming from, but I think we could really find this city in this story, and I think the coordinates are right here, out of nowhere, just inspiration.
Great. Thank you.
The Conscott Plus. Oh, here's a good one. I see. Kyra Chapel says, I'd definitely watch to find out what happens to Adam.
We'd watch too.
I want to watch out what happens to Adam. I'm more worried about us. He's fine. It's us.
Will the effect resolve?
Yeah. But anyway, that's all the time we have for this evening. Thank you, everyone in the chat that's come by and visited with us over this past month as we provide filler content for regularly scheduled Feywild D&D resuming live here next week with
this is a Feywild. I'm
6 seasons in a movie. Coriolis, 6 seasons in a movie.
Yes.
Yep. So remember, everyone, when a natural 20 just won't do, you need a nat 21. And yes, we're going to have more people getting nat 21s for themselves shortly. So thank you, everyone. Good night and have a good one.